And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight, we are watching and reacting to Guyana versus Grenada in the 2023 CONCACAF Gold Cup Prelims first round. The final game of the first round of prelims. We'll have our 6 prelim finalists at the end of the night who are playing on Tuesday. One each wins to go to each group to fill out groups A, C, and D. Of course, Group B has Qatar already. That's why there's only 3 prelim winners. Of course, we have in Group A, as of now, we have St. Kitts and Nevis versus French Guyana. I ate dinner earlier. I ate 2 pieces of pizza in the middle during like that rain delay. Don't worry. And technically 1 piece of that Pizza Hut cookie, so don't worry. And I'll eat some more after I ate. I'll have enough food, don't worry. And I have some for tomorrow too, so that makes it easy. Monday might be a bit harder. And then, of course. But with that being said, Group A, we have St. Kitts and Nevis playing French Guyana to join Group A on Tuesday. We have Martinique playing Puerto Rico, who just won on penalties on Tuesday, to join Group C. Then we have Guadeloupe to play the winner of Guyana and Grenada to join Group D, Canada, Guatemala, Cuba. Group B, of course, already has Qatar, so technically they're that position. With that being said, because we're going to win, I'll be celebrating. We'll have, at the end of the night, we'll have 19 teams left in Gold Cup contention for 2023. Then, of course, on Tuesday, we'll have 16 teams left in Gold Cup contention in the tournament proper, of course. In the tournament proper, of course. Starting 11s are as follows. For Guyana, Kai, Mackenzie, Lyle in goal. The back four, Jonathan Grant, formerly of Forge, currently of York United. Jonathan Grant, Johnny Grant. Jalen Jones, Omari Glasgow, Samuel Cox. The midfielders, actually back 5. Liam Gordon, midfield 3. Cadell Daniel, Neil Dans, Elliot Bonds. Front 2, Dion Moore and Emery Welshman, formerly of Forge FC. So there's some players that I know well in this 11 for Guyana. For Grenada, in goal, Reese, Charles, Cook, Aaron Pierre, Caden Harbach, Michael Gaines, Trevon Williams, Jacob Berkeley, Agapong, Siobhan John Brown, Jamal Charles, midfield 3, Regan Charles Cook, Miles Hippolyte, and Cairo Mitchell. The strikers, the front 3. Keylor Herrera's the referee tonight. The final first round matchup here. Almost midnight will be the end of this, depending on what happens. Crazy. Thanks, rain delay. Guyana wearing green. Grenada wearing yellow and red. And we're ready to go. Almost ready to go. Coin toss, then kickoff. Already went over the 11, so I don't think I have to go over them that quickly again. Another 90 minutes of football. I say Grenada should win this match. Then, of course, tomorrow we got CONCACAF Nations League, 3rd place and final. The VAR referee, Jorge Perez, Enrique Santander, both VAR referees. Charles Cook, Reese Charles Cook, Pierre, Harak, Mitchell, John Brown, Ganes, Charles Cook, Regan Charles Cook, Williams, Berkeley Agapong, Hippolyte, and Charles for Grenada. I'm guessing they already showed the Grenada or the Guyana 11. But we're ready to go. for the last prelim game of the first round. Of course, the second round has 3 matches. 19 teams by the end of the night will still be in CONCACAF Gold Cup contention for 2023. Will that last of the 19 be Guyana or Grenada? We've already had 2 upsets. Curacao and Suriname are both out of the Gold Cup, which you never would have thought. I don't think any of us would have thought that that was the possibility. I mean, it is, but still, that it happened. That it happened, though. St. Kitts and Nevis will play French Guiana to join Group A on Tuesday. Martinique will play Puerto Rico to join Group C. Martinique always finds a way to be in CONCACAF Gold Cup. They might just do it again. Here we go. Guyana and Grenada to end the preliminary round, first round. And Granada already puts a shot past. That'll be a goal kick for Lyle to start. Charles puts it past. Of course, the winner of this is going to face Guadeloupe to join Group D with Canada. We will have a filled Gold Cup, a full-on filled Gold Cup on Tuesday night. By the end of Tuesday night, we'll know who fills up the Gold Cup. And I will try to do a game on Tuesday. I will try. Whether that be the latest one or that will be the Group D playoff final, I'm not sure. Let's see how things pan out. Will they go A, B, D, or will they go 7, 8, 9? I'm not sure. Or will they do some sort of different order? Save by Charles Cook. Reese Charles Cook makes the save for Granada, and they can push forward here. Being pushed a bit here by Guyana. 2 minutes into this matchup. We'll be very close to midnight once this match ends. Who do you want getting the last spot in Group D? Doesn't matter to me. Canada could beat either of them. Canada could beat Guyana, Grenada, or Guadeloupe. Trinidad and Tobago would have been a fun match, but they got moved up. Antigua wasn't winning. They didn't win, but they weren't winning. I really don't have any preference. I think Canada beats them all to varying degrees, but I think they beat them all. They should. There's a reason they play the games, but they should. To be honest, I think if I wanted to go by system or the way they play, I want it to be Grenada because I think Grenada plays the best football out of the 3 teams that it still could be. Depending on what happens tonight, of course. They could be one of the two fighting it out. But Grenada plays the best football. They still played open football against the USA, and they looked pretty good even though they got smashed. So I guess by the look of the football, Grenada, because you don't want your players getting hurt. For the easiest, I would say that's a save, or that goes past the post. That'll be a goal kick for Charles Cook. For the easiest game, I would say Guyana has some talented players. They really do. This should be even. Guyana has some talented players. I'd say Guadeloupe if I wanted the easiest of what's left. But for the look of the football in the group, because I'll try to, well, true. But I would want it to be Grenada. I still think Canada beats them all though. So I have no preference for that reason. I think they're all pretty similar. I think, at least on level of play, I think they're pretty similar. But quality of football, Granada. I love watching them play football. Ganis to take the throw in. That'll be cleared. Over the top. Granada trying to find one here. Yes, I just watched Puerto Rico versus Suriname. Yes, I did. And now I'm here watching. I have my charger up. My phone's on the charger right now. So, yeah, I'm watching Grenada Guyana now, as I was planning. It's just a lot later because of that damn rain delay. But it gave me more time to eat. So you know what? I won't complain. I won't complain. And I'll still be able to eat. And I'll probably be hungry after these 2 games and the review. So, almost been here for a month. Yep, and it's been a great month. Glad you're here. Kind of want Puerto Rico to get in. You know what? Martinique versus Puerto Rico, it could happen. It could happen. I respect the Boricuas. They played a good game as well. I just wish I had a Puerto Rico Marcus Stroman jersey if they did get in. So when I covered them, might as well just wear that. Might as well. But I don't. So, well, I could wear that red Blue Jays Marcus Stroman jersey. I mean, that does enough. Or the Cubs jersey. It does have the right colors and the right number. It makes sense. I could. Cross in. Guyana. Granada clears. That is a corner for Guyana. Yeah, I might just get confused a little bit with this one. Not going to lie. If I had to choose between thin crust or stuffed crust. But the one I have is just hand-tossed, a large hand-tossed hamburger, bacon, pepperoni. My normal. Now, what I like to do is stuffed crust, hamburger, bacon, pepperoni. Yes. Or hamburger, bacon. Yes. That's a very rare thing. But I do like stuffed crust. But it's very rare. But the next time I get a pizza, maybe I will do stuffed crust. Especially if there's a deal for it. I don't really like thin crust. Even if it's not Emo's. Even if it's a, let's put it, edible pizza. A enjoyable thin crust pizza. I'm not a thin crust guy. But I'm not deep dish either. But Emo's pizza sucks. If you ever come to the St. Louis area, never go to Emo's. It sucks. It sucks. Don't listen to anybody who says Emo's is good. They're wrong. It's a freaking cardboard crust with freaking pungy cheese. Yeah, they're relieved for sure. It's not good. It's like glue. The freaking Provel is like glue, and it tastes sour. Emo's pizza sucks. Their toasted ravs aren't bad. But the pizza, though. Welcome back. Burek is better than pizza. How we doing, Rio? Late night, eh? Granada player down for Granada. 0-0. USA, kind of Pulisic and Pepe. Yep, it was 3-0 for them with them. I love deep dish. I'd rather have deep dish than thin crust. If you make me choose. I would easily pick stuffed crust over thin crust, but deep dish I would choose over thin crust. Cadê o jogo? 0-0. Guyana contra Grenada. 0-0. Ninth minute. Well, damn. Sucks they have poor coaching. Chicago stuffed pizza with sauce on top. You mean the sauce on top of the cheese? Munja cake. I don't. Oh, yeah, Chicago pizzas do have sauce on top sometimes. That's not the one I had back in 2009. I think I had a calzone, actually, at one of their pizza restaurants. Which that might just be a Munja cake thing in itself, to be honest. But takes the shot, blocked away. I was 9 years old. Give me a break. So, no, I haven't had a Chicago pizza either. Chicago-style pizza either. So, I went to Chicago once. I didn't get a Chicago-style hot dog, and I didn't get a Chicago-style pizza. I ate McDonald's, Morton's Steakhouse, Harry Carey's. Went to Harry Carey's restaurant, and a calzone at a pizza place. Well, there you go. I didn't have that either. Cross in. Well, there was this beef sandwich from St. Louis that used to get in the early 2010s that was like Italian dressing with beef and onions. And it was a sub, but it wasn't a cheesesteak. I think it was Italian beef. It might not have been Chicago type, but it was Italian beef. I like that. I haven't had it since like 2014, but I liked it. So maybe I have had it. I've definitely had an Italian beef sandwich, but maybe not a Chicago type. But I didn't know Chicago claimed that either. Cheesesteaks are still better, but that Italian beef. Vesuvio's was one of the all-time best. Was the all-time best in Toronto for pizza. They shut down when COVID started. They opened in 1957. Damn, it sucks they had to close. Then 0-0, 12th minute. Both teams have had their moments. This one could definitely go to penalties too. But it'll be a lot more of they just somehow didn't score and goalkeepers stand on their head. Playing forward, nice play. Guyana can't get it through. Andre Soares Jardim is now the manager of Club America. He was the Brazilian manager in Atlético San Luis last year. As long as you're here. 13th minute. As long as you're here. Playing forward. That should be penalty. No. Offside. No, Emery Welshman, that's an offside free kick. That's no penalty. Emery Welshman was offside. Yep, slightly. And then he got brought down. So with the contact, penalty, but it's not a penalty. It is a free kick offside. He was slightly offside. So there was contact, but 13th minute. Go to a Bosnian restaurant in St. Louis and you'll keep going. Maybe I'll have to go to Bevo Mill and check it out. Damn. Toluca 0-0 versus Club America friendly. Who's coaching America in that friendly? Is it Jardim or is it somebody else? 14th minute. They have an interim manager for it. 14th minute. See, the one thing I don't get is having an interim manager in preseason. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Like actual preseason. Like I get early in the transfer window, of course you're going to have possibly a interim manager. Cross, headed away by Granada. Guyana still has a chance here. Headed away, cleared. 14th minute. Found a place in Aurora that has chicken al pastor. It's served to you street style, so you get to carve it. That sounds pretty good. That could have been a handball on Ganis. Guyana is pressing hard. Ooh. That could be. That could be. It's a corner at the very least. There is VAR. Referee might have to check this. At least he's calming him down. I mean, I'd say check it, to be honest. I mean, doesn't look like they will. Referee's buying time at the very least. "16th minute. Here's a corner for Guyana. "9 o'clock and it isn't completely dark yet. You're lucky. It's 10 over here and it's dark. They're going to VAR to check the handball. They're going to VAR. As they should. Guyana might just get a penalty here. I think it's a handball, personally. I think it is. I think it's a penalty. From the way I see it, I mean, the header could be too close. I think they should make it the standard year round. I mean, the header might have been too close, but his hand was up and it hit here. That's he was trying to make, he made his body bigger. It went off the arm, made his body bigger. The elbow, it's a handball. I'd be surprised if it isn't, to be honest. I'd be surprised if it isn't. Off like the arm here. I'd say yes. I'd say it is a penalty. Let's see what the ref says. Penalty for Guyana. Penalty for Guyana. There you go. Penalty and a yellow card for Ganis. It hit the arm. Penalty. They're voting on it. Yeah. Penalty for Guyana. 16 minutes in. Ganis gets yellow carded for the handball. Maybe that's a bit too harsh, but still, Mikel Ganis gets a yellow, gives away the penalty. He made his arm, he made his body bigger. He brought up his arms. It hit about here. That's still less than the sleeve. I mean, that's still unsleeved. He made his body bigger. Fox Sports 2, also on foxsports.com. One Soccer in Canada, CONCACAF Go / their YouTube channel, depending on where you are. What's up, Ron? Got the late night munchies, so I'm making frozen burger in the air fryer. Put them in at 390, 9 minutes on one side, flip it, 8 minutes, cook perfectly. That sounds pretty good. Fox Sports is free. If you use the incognito window trick, you click up on incognito window, go to the live streams, go to the game, and then close out that window after an hour or after at halftime, and then you bring up another one, gives you another free hour. So, yes, it is free. Because if you connect your cable system, here's a chance shot, saved by Charles Cook, and it goes past. That'll be a goal kick. Charles Cook makes the save. Reese Charles Cook makes the save. Still 0-0. Dans gets saved. Neil Dans gets saved. I guess ball don't lie then. Divine justice. I guess ball don't lie. Granada can come back, not a problem. Ball doesn't lie. Reese Charles Cook to go forward. Or take the goal kick to go forward. 19th minute, 0-0. Guyana. Wasn't a bad penalty, but Charles Cook went the right way. I guess ball doesn't lie. Ball don't lie. I guess it wasn't a penalty then. But knowing CONCACAF, I'm not surprised they called it. That's a dive, by the way. Flops like a fish. 20th minute. Divine Justice. Who are the favorites? I'd say Granada. Right now in this game, Granada. Guyana plays some good football too. This is interesting. Are you doing both games live tomorrow? Yes. Third place game live. Mexico versus Panama. Panama versus Mexico. Third place live. Canada, USA final live in RSR. So 2 lives, 1 RSR. Then Monday, I'm off. I could do a pre-trip vlog. I don't know. I might. But no football. Tuesday, I'll try to do one of the preliminary finals and talk about the other 2. Wednesday, I will put up probably in the morning when I wake up, I'll put up a travel vlog to where I'm going on Wednesday morning. Then TFC plays on Wednesday night, so live in RSR for that. MRE review while I'm there on Thursday. Friday, Gold Cup predictions. Saturday, I'm going to try to do a double live between TFC and the Revs and USA Jamaica, but there will be a double RSR no matter what. Depends on how quick I get home. May just have to be live for USA Jamaica, but we'll see. So that's what next week looks like. Shot, goal! 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 Guyana! A banger! Golazo! Golazo! Omari Glasgow! Beautiful goal! Guyana scores 1-0. They get their goal. Banger from Omari Glasgow. Wonderful shot. Far post. Charles Cook can't reach it. It's 1-0 in CONCACAF After Dark for Guyana. What a shot. Beautiful. 1-0. Omari Glasgow gives Guyana the lead. Beautiful play. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. "22nd minute. Omari Glasgow scores in the 22nd minute. Emery Welshman is down hurt. I don't like to see that. Former TFC man and former Forge man, Emery Welshman. "1-0 for Guyana. Has the lead here in this final first round match of the preliminary round. And we go for the second. Or we kick off in the first half. Almost halfway through. "24th minute. Plays forward. Nice. Charles Cook to clear this out. .25th minute. Guyana to play forward here. Okay, fine. That's good. That was going out. That strap was going out. It needed to go off. 26th minute. That strap was weakening. Needed to come off. .26th minute. 1-0 Guyana. I'd say both teams have been half and half so far, but Guyana had the one shot that ended up being a goal. Grenada has had their moments, but they haven't really gotten that final ball down, which is why this is tied. Shot, saved, tipped, but it'll be cleared. Oh my word. This could go wild. Over the top, 27th minute. Taps it away. What's the goal? Who's the goal scorer? It was Omari Glasgow. Omari Glasgow scored the goal, 23rd minute for Guyana. Beautiful shot, too. Low, far post. Puts it past Charles Cook. 28th minute. The goal was 5 minutes ago. Playing forward. Can Guyana make it to? Ooh, bad giveaway. And Emery Welshman is still on. Good. Fought through his injury. That's good. Former TFC man and Forge man, Emery Welshman. Plays forward. Nice. I guess Cincinnati, but 28th minute. See ya, Josue. Is getting pretty late. Oh, nice defensive play by Granada to keep that from being another goal. And without giving up a penalty, too. Very, very well played. Blocked away. Granada. Can they play the open football they did against the U.S.? They certainly have not played that football here tonight, which is absolutely wild. I want to see some. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go back to Nations League. Let me see. Who was the manager when they played? Because I don't know. I don't think that is. matches. Group A. League A group stage. Away, of course. Away. 7-1. Boom. It's a different manager. Their manager back then was Anthony Modeste for Granada. So they've changed managers. That makes sense. Yep, there we go. That does make sense. Did you watch Collision? No, I didn't. I didn't. I barely watch AEW. If I watch AEW, it's for John Moxley or Samoa Joe. Somebody like that. It ain't for CM Punk, especially now. Okay, no, I did watch CM Punk make his debut, but not now. No. CM Punk is not the same guy who walked out of WWE. No, he's an old, ornery man. I barely even watch CM Punk's old matches that I enjoy. Offside, 30th minute. It's not worth it. '30th minute. 15 more minutes. I think that stayed in. Not all the ball went out. Okay, yeah, sure. Throw in for Granada. 15 more minutes in this half. Then, of course, we have another 45. And possibly a penalty shootout if Granada could get one back. We could have a penalty shootout once again. Nashville 3-1. St. Louis City, Mukhtar 11-70-75. Mukhtar got a hat trick. Giacchini in the 41st. Kyle Hebert got a red card. Not the worst. Yeah, I expected Nashville to beat St. Louis. I thought Nashville would. Not like that, but I thought they would win. 32nd minute. Not too surprising, to be honest. Player down. Glasgow is down. Pretty tough game so far. 32nd minute. If Giannis gets another card, he's off. Remember, he got a yellow after the handball. So getting that foul might not have been the smartest play, but he got away with it. Can Canada win tomorrow? Yes. Not just can, they will. They will. Canada will win tomorrow. 32nd minute. There's a theory that mushrooms, this exact one, is associated with Christmas, and that's the reason behind Christmas traditions. Well, is it the reason behind NORAD Track Santa? I don't think so. The reason behind NORAD Track Santa is a kid called in NORAD asking where Santa is, and they told him. And 50-some years later, they still track Santa. And I don't think watching Full Metal Jacket on Christmas Eve is associated with mushrooms. I watch Full Metal Jacket sober. Watching Full Metal Jacket on mushrooms would probably not be the smartest idea. I don't think that would end well. And even worse, Clockwork Orange would probably be even worse to watch on mushrooms. That is true. Yeah, that is true about Coca-Cola making Santa suit red and white. That is true. But like, seriously, if somebody was high on shrooms watching Private Pal lose his damn mind, I don't know. LAFC beats SKC. They finally won. Nice. Finally. I mean, yeah, I don't think that would be too fun. And then, just don't watch any Kubrick movie on shrooms. I don't think that would be too smart. Watch Kubrick's movies, yes. On shrooms, no. 34th minute. Basically, the mushroom grew under the tree, which represents gifts under the tree and is the reason why we put gifts under the tree. Oh, we're talking about real mushrooms. Oh, we're talking about cooking mushrooms or just fungus mushrooms. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what he meant by that exact one. Oh. Oh. Well, there we go. Talking about portobellos, yeah. Talking about portobellos, eh? Yeah, okay. 35th minute. It's CONCACAF After Dark, of course. Of course. We were going to go off on a tangent. It's CONCACAF After Dark. Of course, we're going off on a tangent. A Leachian tangent. Not surprising, at the least. 36th minute. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? And I want to know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Yeah, well, I could have sounded better, but you know what? Whatever. Well, there's a freaking Creedence Clearwater Revival reference in chat. Love to see it. I do too. I'm a big fan of Creedence Clearwater Revival and John Fogerty. So, yeah. Center field, Proud Mary. Bad Moon Rising. Have you ever seen the rain? Yeah. Yeah, Father's Day is tomorrow. Yep. 37th minute. They also took them and would deliver them to people like gifts. Doors were snowed in, so the shaman people went through the chimney, would hang mushrooms on the fireplace or tree-like stockings or ornaments. Evander, so close for the timbers. 37th minute. Well, now we're learning some, ain't we? Now we're learning some, ain't we? I had no idea that Christmas traditions of the gift giving and so on were based off of mushrooms. From Banger of a Shot. So why did they not keep mushrooms as if you were bad, you get a mushroom instead of coal? Huh, that's interesting. This was so they could dry them out to be way less toxic, and then they'd be eaten. Oh, so it was, okay, maybe it's the dryness that made it coal. I don't know. Interesting. And Alton Brown never talked about this. See, that's why I don't know. You would think Alton Brown would even reference it on a Christmas show or a mushroom show. He did not. There you go. Interesting. Welcome to CONCACAF After Dark, where we get the most Leachian. We always can, but yeah. 39th minute, getting close to halftime. Guyana's playing a better game. They're starting to be the better team. Monterey Bay's beating Sacramento. Well, that's weird. 39th minute, header. Save by Charles Cook. Guyana looks like the better team so far. They look like they want this more. Can Granada find that answer at some point tonight? If not, two. If they do, they go to penalties or win. If they don't, Guyana goes through to play Guadeloupe. 39th minute. 5 minutes of left in the half. 6 minutes left in the half plus stoppage time. People felt musical after eating them, which is why we have Christmas music as tradition. They felt joyous, hence why mushroom is associated as a gift. So that's why mushrooms aren't cold. All right. Makes sense. I trust you. Enough to believe you on the Christmas mushroom thing and not do double checking. There were the red ones with the white dots that grow in the forest. Oh, so Mario mushrooms. Well, there you go. Mario mushrooms. Like, I don't know. Hold on. Like this. I know I got it dusted. I know. Haha. 41st minute. They're not toad mushrooms, and they're not portobellas. They're Mario mushrooms. I don't know what the real name of those mushrooms are. I just call them Mario mushrooms. Aspria's close. Halftime 0-0 for Portland. Not bad. Could be worse. 41st minute, 1-0. Oh, and red and white on Christmas outside of Santa Claus that we know today comes from the Mario mushroom. And green, obviously, comes from the pine trees they grew under. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I probably should double check this just because, but I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Cross in, header. That'll go out. Funnily enough, we have, well, one team's wearing red, one team's wearing green. Yeah, funnily enough, right? 42nd minute. Yeah, so it'll be about 11:30, 11:45 at the end of this game. I wonder if the RSR will do anything. We'll find out. Cross in by Grenada. Headed away by Guyana. With 3 to go plus stoppage time. Over the top for Grenada, but they can't get it. That's a save by Lau. To be goal kick. They don't even have a crest on their goalkeeper kit. How do you screw that up? Besides, no, they do. They don't even have a crest. The theories on TikTok, now other parts of Christmas like partying or getting drunk, are because of other reasons that fall under pagan origins. Just like NORAD tracks Santa, or yours truly watching Full Metal Jacket on Christmas Eve because he just does. That's a free kick for Guyana. Full Metal Jacket is an amazing movie, though. So, it's not like it's, you know. It's a good movie. Mexico-Panama prediction. I want to say Mexico loses on penalties. I want to say it, but I feel like Mexico's going to win by 1. 2-1 Mexico late on. I would love to see Mexico lose on penalties, though. Just make the fracasso even worse. You know, finish 4th place. After all that went down, it'd be funny to see them lose on penalties. 44th minute. And it's straight to penalties after 90, so it might just happen. At least for the 3rd place match. So it might just happen. Free kick here for Guyana. 1 minute to go plus stoppage time for the first half. Takes the shot. That goes past the post. That'll be a goal kick for Charles Cook. Would be hilarious if Mexico lost on penalties. I forgot to mention that the reindeer used to eat the mushrooms, and it would make them jump like Michael Jordan, like they were flying. They gave them super strength to where they could pull a sleigh. If Mexico loses Coca, is Coca gone? I don't think so. The FMF doesn't like accepting they were wrong. It seems like the new FMF president wants to start a new project without Coca, so you might be wrong. You might be wrong. From what I've heard, you might be wrong. But that's just what I've heard. Yeah. 20 seconds plus stoppage time. Throw in here for Guyana. They're better. They're the better team this half. I won't say dominating, but they're the better team. Grenada is very much disappointing right now. They're disappointing. Cleared away by Grenada. 4 minutes of stoppage time. My predictions: Mexico win third place game. Canada win the final. It's their time. Plus, I'm cheering for them. Love to see it. That's my predictions too. Mexico will win the third place game. I would love to see them lose on penalties. It'd be hilarious. Even though I probably will be wearing a Mexico shirt for the third place game. But, because, yeah, I don't have a Panama shirt. And, well, might as well. Might as well. And Canada, of course, wearing the business blacks for Sunday because Canada will be too. Of course, theirs are the Mark IIs, but, you know, who cares? It's still pretty much similar. '46th minute. But, yeah, my predictions too. Mexico win by 1 late on or win on penalties, and Canada wins the final. Should be a good day, though. We'll be here for both. We'll be here for both. Plays on, cleared. 3 minutes to go at the half. 3 minutes to go before the half. Emery Welshman not too happy with a referee. I want to see him score a goal. I want to see Emery Welshman score a goal. That would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. 2 minutes in. (1-0) Guyana. They're looking like the better team by far so far in this game. By far so far. Halfway through stoppage time. 2 more minutes to go. So 11:50 or 10:50 when the second half starts. For the mushroom story, I already believe the Boondocks on the fact that Christmas is pagan. Most traditions for Christmas are pagan. Yes, it's derived from the birth of Christ, but most traditions that people have made up since. And, of course, Saint Nicholas was a real saint. But other than that, gift giving, food, feast, gift giving, partially. The commercialization, all that, yeah, pagan. Track Santa. Definitely will be tight. Agreed. So, I think most religious holidays have became pagan in some way, shape, or form. Easter, Christmas, so on and so forth. Most of them have. And the more you're disconnected from religion, the more pagan they are. Pretty much. I don't really need that, to be honest, but if it does, it does. 4th minute of stoppage time. Let's see if they blow the whistle after this goal kick. We will find out. Might as well. 1-0 Guyana. Looks like they will. And it is halftime. Or will be. Referee blows the whistle. Goal kick here for Guyana. 1-0. And that's the way it should be at the half. There it is. Halftime. 1-0 Guyana. With another 45 to go. Well, B50, 10:51. Hey, the last times that my teams were in a penalty shootout, they don't end well. I don't know if that sticks or goes along with Canada or goes to Canada as well, but you know what? I don't want to find out. I do not want to find out if that connects to Canada as well. So I don't want to find out. But it's halftime. To have another trophy ripped away from my team on penalties again, no, not again. Getting that close, just have it ripped away, yeah, no. 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 Either lose or win. Preach. It's fun when it's not my team. When it is, though, no. And I want Canada to win. So if they win by kicking the U.S.'s ass, I'm happy. If they win by 1, I'm happy. If they win on penalties, I might have a heart attack, but I'll be happy. I'd rather it be an ass kicking, but personally, I'd rather it be an ass kicking. But with that being said, I know it probably won't be. With that being said, we got the half. 1-0 Guyana at the half. Guyana, the better team so far, by far. We'll go with it. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get the second half going, and finish off this first round just before midnight. Yeah, this RSR ain't going to do nothing. Always am. Always badass. Just am. Sit tight, be back. the half. It's 1-0 Guyana at the half. 6 shots to 3. 3 shots on goal to 1. 1 assist to 0. 4 steals to 4. 4 fouls to 16. 54% possession to 46% possession. 2 offside to 1. 0 corner kicks to 1. 135 correct passes to 144. 40 incorrect passes to 6 or 5. 175 passes to 149. 77% pass accuracy to 97. Cards, 1 yellow to 1. No red cards on either side. 1-0 Guyana. I think Guyana's been the better team. I think Grenada has been very underwhelming tonight. I think as the favorites, Grenada has been very underwhelming tonight. I think Guyana has played a better game of football. I think Guyana's played better energy. Grenada's not playing the way they did against the U.S. Did they get owned? They did, but they played openly. They're not really playing openly tonight. They're playing a different way, but they have a different manager, and it's not playing well as I would have expected it to, I would have expected them to. As it stands, Guyana will play Guadeloupe on Tuesday for the Group D playoff final to get into Group D with Canada, Guatemala, and Cuba. Should be interesting to see how it turns. Real Salt Lake, DC United got owned by Pablo Ruiz by long goal. So you're so lucky until you get Chicho Arango on July 5th, 4th of July, Independence Day over. I mean, Chicho Arango did fail at Pachuca, so do you really want to say they're lucky? I mean, Bob Bradley didn't even want him, and he signed him in the first place at LAFC, which I think is pretty stupid that he let him go, but you know what? Fine. He could have easily gotten Chicho Arango over Sapong, but he didn't. Bradley, you idiot. Or, you bacala. You bacala. Paredes is so good. I agree with that. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. Commissioner of FIFA will change CONCACAF to FIFA Gold Cup and FIFA Nations League. Good thing it's CONCACAF. CONCACAF After Dark is hella fun. True. Ivacic, he should have played for Slovenia, but he didn't, which pisses me off. He would have played well for Slovenia. They called him up. He didn't start, which is stupid because he should have started. But second half's about to start very soon in a couple of minutes. About 52, 53. I think. Should be interesting. We'll have our 6 teams left in CONCACAF Gold Cup contention by the end of the night. Or 6 teams left in the prelim contention with the 13 that have already made the tournament, or the 12 that have already made the tournament, and Qatar, who's bought in. But that works, doesn't it? We got MLS CONCACAF Gold Cup Prelims, theories, pagan stories. We got it all tonight. We do. We do. We always have it all, but especially during CONCACAF After Dark. San Jose are really good. Evander had a header. Daniel robbed him so close. Hopefully USA doesn't destroy Canada. They won't. They won't destroy Canada. More likely Canada destroys them. I don't think there will be a destroying, though. Bob is coming on at the half for Guyana. I hope I don't see the number 10 come up. I hope I don't. Please don't put up the number 10. He is. Emery Welshman is off at the half for Bob. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Former Forge man and Toronto FC man, Emery Welshman is off at the half. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Guyana to kick off this second half. And we're off for the next 45 minutes, the final 45 minutes of the first round of prelims. Even if it's tied, it goes to penalties straight on. So these are the last minutes. Trayon Bobb comes on for Emery Welshman. Hate to see it, but guess the injury must have taken him out at the half. Charles Cook. Regan Charles Cook went down. Tampa Bay equals Tampa Baker. Inter Miami equals Inter Messi. True. Cleared away by Guyana. This is true. But Tampa Baker doesn't have the same ring to it as Tampa Brady does or Tampa Bay does. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Phoenix Rising 1-2 Louisville City. Good. Playing forward, 46th minute. Nice play. Here's Guyana. They could have a second shot off the bar. Off the crossbar. Of the cross, of the post, and the crossbar. If they scored that, this game would have been closer to over. I keep watching videos on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Well, I don't blame you. I love researching things that for no reason, honestly. So I like researching things for no reason, honestly. That's how some of my most favorite things, or if there is a slight reason, but whatever. That's why some of my favorite things are some of my favorite things. MREs. I watched back in 2011, I watched Ian is Bored Smosh video where they were eating MREs, and that made me learn about MREs. And freaking 12 years later, I'm going to do an MRE review while I'm on vacation live. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So, then logo histories and severe weather, hurricanes. I mean, there was a reason for that one, but still love severe weather, hurricanes, all that. Since 2021, I've switched to the Christmas is better than Thanksgiving train. I could agree with that. An MRE is a meal ready to eat military ration. United States ration. What soldiers eat. There's also other rations around the world like IMP, which is Canadian. I'm in Packung, which is German. But MREs have definitely grown over history. They started off in 1985, and they were freeze-dried. Then around the 90s, they became actual food retort pouches, not freeze-dried, but actually constituted food. Well, I don't know how to put it, but actual food. MREs are not associated with Thanksgiving. I mean, I guess they could be, but for soldiers. But I'm sure there's something. I'm sure there's something in MRE history that's associated with Thanksgiving. If I haven't found it yet, I'm kind of shocked. Have you been streaming for 7 hours straight tonight? No, because it was 3 hours. This would be 5. So 5 hours, not 7. But then there's the video, which pretty much all the work equals 7, but whatever. Now, have fun on the MRE tour. It's more like a review, but my trip is a trip, but there is an MRE review that It's one of the ones that I bought in Nashville back in 2021. It's that second one. Elbow macaroni and tomato sauce. I thought I brought this up when you were on here, but okay. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, yeah, now I remember. But, yeah. I ate the spinach fettuccine, creamy spinach fettuccine about a month ago. Wasn't that great, but you can't screw up elbow macaroni and tomato sauce. So we'll see what that is. We should have some fun with it. And yeah, it's kind of crazy how things have. It's like, why not? Why not bring it? Get it down. There we go. Yes. About 2 weeks ago I mentioned it. 3 weeks ago I mentioned it. 51st minute. But did you get rid of the dirt dauber nest? Yeah, I got rid of it in between the Spain-Italy game and the Canada-Panama game. It's been gone. And it's not, well, they are a type of wasp, but they don't sting you. But dirt daubers are not hornets. I mean, I guess technically. But, yeah. It's been got rid of. When I told you, but when I talked about it, it was already gotten rid of. So that's been taken care of. I can't believe Berhalter is back. Me either. But I think the people who actually were the really good candidates probably saw the fact they wouldn't get paid that well because, of course, the women's manager has to get paid the same. And the U.S. didn't want to pay the women's manager $4 or $5 million or a high amount of money just to get somebody worth a damn. So here comes Berhalter. And then Marsh didn't want to give up club football. Curtin didn't want to give up the union. Vieira, I'm surprised they didn't go for him, but I guess he wanted a higher money situation. They weren't getting Mourinho. 53rd minute. I want to slap the person that hired him back, says Norbert. Well, I guess that would be Matt Crocker then. Right, I think that would be. Plays forward. Guyana. Be smart. Some turkey. So, yeah. 53rd minute. Don't do anything you would regret, but don't do anything you would regret. Playing forward. (1-0) Guyana. Cross in save by Charles Cook. 54th minute. Probably about 45. Turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, cranberry, then whatever else makes sense in an MRE, mac and cheese. They could legitimately do that. Like turkey in gravy with turkey in mashed potatoes and gravy. I think they've done that. They've done mashed potato sides before and gravy and turkey. They could do that. Mac and cheese side. I think they've done elbow macaroni, like Mexican mac and cheese. So that could happen. Cranberry sauce as the jam. Instead of grape jam, it's cranberry jam with the crackers and the big soda crackers or whatever, I think they are. Soda, yep. Then let's see what else. What other side? Peppermint bark bar or something like that, or a chocolate pie bar, something like that. Or you could just go with the First Strike chocolate bar. Either way, a whatever drink mix, maybe a shake drink mix. That actually does, now that you think about it, now that I think about it, that'd actually be smart. FRH, of course, hot beverage bag. It's really the sides, besides, you know, the mac and cheese side, that would really be the hard part. Maybe like you could do like a breadcrumbs or a croutons pack, maybe, as a side, a croutons pack to like simulate stuffing or dressing. You could do that. You could do that. So turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy entree, mac and cheese side, croutons to simulate the dressing or stuffing, a chocolate pie bar or something like that, pumpkin pie shake. You could do something like that for sure. Pumpkin shake, pumpkin flavored shake, dairy shake, something like that. And maybe just a of course cranberry jam, the crackers, because you always have you always have the crackers. You always do. You can't, well, you have sometimes wheat snack bread, but you know, always have that. So why hasn't Natick done this? Why? I mean, you could at least give them out for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and yeah. Come on now. And I'm the only one who's thought of this. And they've done stuff like this before, or these portions before. Turkey and gravy, mashed potatoes, Mexican mac and cheese. They can do it. I don't know about the pumpkin pie shake, but, you know, they can do it. So, I'm the only one who figured this out? Okay. 58th minute. Just throw the mashed potatoes in there as well. Because the gravy with the turkey slices and the mashed potatoes, smart. Because I'm sure people eat them together if they were actually on the plate, but as well. Ryan was always on to something. Always try. If they ever do that, I deserve restitution. I deserve residuals if they ever do it. Well, I don't know if there's residuals, but I deserve a check if they ever make a Thanksgiving MRE with the things I said. I deserve a check because that was my idea. I deserve a check. And one to try on Thanksgiving Eve, because I actually have a Thanksgiving dinner, but you know, somebody clip this timestamp. Maybe I'll put on the best of reel. Maybe I'll put on the best of live streams reel. And Granada gets one back. Granada gets one back. It's 1-1 in the 59th minute. Granada gets one back. There we go. Cairo Mitchell puts it in. Ball given away. Good pressing. Ball crossed in to Cairo Mitchell, and he taps it in. He gets to it first. Berkeley Agapong crosses it in. Mitchell gets to it first. Exactly. 1-0 Greenville Triumph SC. Equalizer. This game's turning into a Brazil game. What are you doing? Not again. It's CONCACAF After Dark. We're getting Leachy in here. That's what I'm saying. CONCACAF After Dark strikes in many forms, yes. Cairo Mitchell in the 60th minute for Granada. It's 1-1. Are we going to another shootout? '60th minute, 30 minutes to go. I don't know if I like this straight to penalties thing. For tonight, yeah. It's good because of that rain delay. That's probably why they did it. They knew this was going to happen. It didn't happen yesterday. They knew the rain delay was going to happen. They knew it's probably smart to have just straight to penalties. You see what I'm saying? For the night, yeah, it's a smart idea. And it's prelims. But, you know, again, next time they do a Gold Cup and the next time they do Gold Cup prelims, they put them in Miami. That is stupid. Put them in freaking Louisville. Or something like that. I don't know. Put it somewhere where it won't rain every day. That's a smart play. But, especially in the summer. I don't see Guyana versus Grenada. I see Brazil versus Argentina. Oh, my. Do you like doing this, Guyana? If it goes penalty shootout, weather delay could wait so long, that's football, all right. This is going to end at midnight, isn't it? Oh, boy. Lol. I know. Blanco's coming in for Portland. Good. 63rd minute. Central Time it is not. So, well, yeah, for the East Coast, yeah, it's ending. It's ending over midnight. It may end at 1 in the morning. For me, midnight. Theodore coming on for Granada, 63rd minute. 3 penalty shootouts out of 6 games, possibly. Trevon Williams for Quazim Theodore is the sub. If somebody scores, that could be the winner. Somebody scores again, that could be the winner. Niasgoda and Blanco in. Fair. '63rd minute. Plays over the top. They'll be out for a throw for Granada. 64th minute. Winner of this game plays Guadeloupe on Tuesday to join Group D, Canada's group. Probably buy someone to get back from vacation. Makes sense, to be honest. Bomb pops. 64th minute. Oh! That ball hit his chest. That doesn't feel good, I bet. 65th minute. Plays forward. EDM concert for the 4th of July sounds pretty lit, not going to lie. Honduras looking better Qatar. We'll find out. Well, I mean, Qatar did just beat Jamaica. Goes down! Penalty! Penalty for Grenada. Each team has gotten a penalty. Berkeley Agapong gets the penalty for Grenada. Guyana did not score their penalty. That's why they have 1 goal. Can Grenada score theirs to take the lead? Berkeley Agapong, yep, he got smushed. That's a penalty. Agapong, no ball, got smushed. Yep, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Penalty for Grenada. It will be Jamal Charles, it looks like, to take the penalty. Let's go, Grenada. They might just pull into the lead here if this penalty stands. I think it should. No, he's just pushing them off the line. Or pushing them off of encroachment. I don't think this is getting overturned, but he's talking to the keeper. Yep, this is not overturned. It is a penalty. It is a penalty. 66th minute. 21. Miles Hippolyte will take the penalty. Miles Hippolyte will take the penalty here. Hippolyte versus Lyle. Can Hippolyte put... And they're going to VAR. Turns out they're going to VAR. I mean, I think that's a penalty. I still think that's a penalty. Gold Cup should have a concert opening for the first game. Well, if the Euros did it. Personally, I think that's a penalty. Personally, if it was just one dude and it was the tap, sure. But I think that's a penalty. I don't think they should check it. But okay. I think it's a penalty. Goes to VAR for both penalties. It will be Hippolyte if it's given. I think it should be, personally. I think it should be. I don't think the error is clear and obvious. I think it's a penalty. I think it should stand, personally. From what I see, should stand. See what the ref has to say. Will it still be? But if he goes to the monitor... No penalty. No penalty. No penalty. I will be watching the USA-Jamaica game for sure, yes. 68th minute, and I will be live for it for sure. It's the Toronto game that night. The double part of it that might not happen. Be a goal kick here. No penalty. The penalty is taken away from Grenada. They just got CONCACAF. I mean, to me personally, there was no... That's a penalty. I'm sorry. That should have stayed. Is it light? Maybe. But should it have stood? I say yes. I say it should have stood. But that'll be a free kick for Guyana, 69th minute. With 21 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. 1-1. When the 2016 Copa America happened in America, the president acknowledged it. Well, yeah, true. But it's Copa America. Gold Cup, though. You think a soccer guy like Joe Biden would know about it, but, well, I don't know if he remembers anything now, to be honest. Who shall be CONCACAF-shafted next? I don't want to alert the football gods because, well, if I do, it'll be bad luck for Canada, so I'm not going for it. I'm not going to answer that question. At least not today. No. 70th minute. Could happen tonight. Could happen against Mexico versus Panama. Could happen in the Canada game. Either way. I'm not going to throw bad juju out there. I'm not going to do it because that's just not right. Probably would hurt Canada too, so not worth it. 70th minute, 70-24, getting to the 71st minute. Looks like we might just be going to another shootout for the third time in this preliminary round, first round, and the preliminaries in general. Plays forward, 71st minute. Will Guyana or Grenada get a winner, or will we go to penalties again for the second straight game and the third of 4 games? And for the third time in this first round of prelims and of all the Gold Cup prelims. Read a story on Krampus, and my God, is Christmas outside of the mushroom and pagan elements demonic as fuck. Well, it depends if Krampus is real. Cross in. Krampus is demonic, but is Krampus real? Or at least the spirit of. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Welcome to CONCACAF Midnight. Nobody goes to sleep until you stay to watch the CONCACAF Gold Cup Prelims. Well, I wasn't going to go to sleep till about freaking God knows when anyway, so this is just fine for me. I was going to burn the candle at both ends anyway. I'm just fine. I'm doing just fine. I have no problem with this going to midnight. The RSR might not do that good, but personally, I have no problem with this going to midnight. 73rd minute. 0 problem whatsoever. Playing forward, Guyana trying to get this ball out. OMG, that's why I'm tired. Get good. I think the name Santa Claus in German is German anyways. So of course, the Germans got a lot to say about Christmas. This is true. Playing forward, Guyana looking for a second. Oh, that could have easily, but cleared. 73rd minute. You're in Eastern time zone then, but for me, it's not midnight yet. And for Isaiah, it won't be midnight for 2 hours, or 1 hour and 40-something minutes. 40 minutes, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, that's something. Sub here for Guyana, Duke McKenna coming on for Cadell Daniel. Cadell Daniel is the sub. Cadell Daniel is off for Stephen Duke McKenna is the sub, 74th minute. Their second sub. Barely any subs so far. $16 minutes to go and maybe penalties and extra time as well. Hopefully not 9 minutes. Rory on Pacific time, all time zones represented. Well, we don't have Atlantic time represented. We don't have somebody in the not the prairies, the Maritimes. We don't have somebody in the Maritimes on here as far as I know. We don't have somebody in England on here as far as I know. We don't have somebody here in Bermuda. Well, that probably would be Atlantic time as well, wouldn't it? I think so, actually. My bad. We don't have somebody on Japanese time, but I guess of all the contiguous states, yes, we do have all time zones represented. technically the Maritimes are Canadian, so that's not contiguous, but I don't think they're connected. So no, that does. We don't have Hawaiian time, which that's got to be an hour ahead of Pacific. Hawaii's far out. But I'm just being pedantic, that's all. I'm just being pedantic. 76 minute. I'm just being pedantic, that's all. Another word for condescending, of course. Corrective and condescending, pretty much. .76-minute free kick for Granada here. 23 fouls to 7. My Lord. Well, you're going to get away with it, I guess. You don't care. Cross in. Header blocked away. Brought down. Granada looking for another. For real. I really want to see Owen Wilson at a USA game. Well, it's not 2005. Eastern Time, Central Time, someone in Mountain Time, Isaiah, Rory, and someone in Pacific Time. Welcome to CONCACAF Midnight. Nobody falls asleep through time zone and American. Still don't have somebody in the Maritimes, though. Depends. 77th minute. $13 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And then penalties. Very possibly. Granada. Yeah, you said you're a Granada fan. I was guessing. You're either from there or live there. I don't know what time zone they're in. Have no idea. I've never heard of Granada getting hit by a tropical storm. So, wait. Let me make sure. I don't. Hold on. That's on the South American. Or is it an Antilles? I may be wrong. It's in the Caribbean. It is a Antilles. So, hold on. Let me see. It is in the Caribbean Sea, West Indies. It's Antilles. So, no, it has been hit by tropical storms. But it's north of South America. It's like that. It's the bottom. Okay. So, no, it's on the Antilles, though. So, it has been hit. So, I don't know what I'm talking about. 12:24. So, that's Eastern Time. So, Eastern Time. Okay. Need Guyana to win. It's 1-1. We'll see what happens on penalties. So, Eastern Time. There we go. Granada to win. We got Granada and Guyana in the house. Mr. Tropical Expert just freaking forgot where Granada was. It's on the bottom of the Antilles. Damn, I'm an idiot. How do I screw that up? Most people, well. Shot! What a save! Cross blocked away. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, Granada can't be Eastern, so that makes sense. Okay. So, Ontario, Quebec, something like that. There we go. Probably Ontario. Knowing what I know. Corner here for Guyana. Just my guess. Atlantic Standard Time is Granada. I figured. I was like, what's the game time? It's 79:52. We're into the 80th minute. Yeah, I figured. I figured. With all the Caribbean Diaspora's in Toronto. I probably should have figured that, yeah. Or Ontario, but yeah, I should have figured the GTA. Which, well, I said Ontario, so. Close enough. 80-20 is the match timer. Getting to less than 10 minutes plus stoppage time, and very likely, as of now, be penalties, or as it stands, penalties, to see who goes on and plays Guadeloupe. Yeah, I deserve that one for now. Yeah, I deserve it. Corner, crossed in. Header down, kicked away. Granada kicks it away, clears it with 9 to go. Probably, what? Be like 11:50. Plays forward. Oh. 82nd minute. Well, at least I'm not completely full by the end of this match. I'll be definitely hungry, so that's good. Can eat 2 more pieces of pizza after I'm done putting this video up, or the RSR, I should say. That's good news. Yeah. 82nd minute. Damn weather delay. If this RSR gets more than freaking 60, 70 views, if it doesn't flop, I'll be happy. I'll be surprised, but I'll be happy. Streams did good, though, so. Another game to penalties. Looks like it. But we still have 7 minutes, or 8 minutes, I should say. 8 minutes plus stoppage time. It may not happen. Lavelle and Benjamin coming on for Guyana. Samuel Cox off for Leo Lavelle. And then, as well, we have Benjamin coming on. Trayon Bob off for Kelsey Benjamin. So the sub, Bob, comes off. So that is 4 subs and 3 windows. They left a sub on the bench. And we got another sub here. Charles Cook. A third Charles Cook coming on for Siobhan John Brown. So Granada makes a second sub with a window and 3 left. Siobhan John Brown for Roman Charles Cook. 83rd minute. Spree off the post for the Timbers. That sucks. That's out for a throw. '84th minute. I agree. We do. And there's a player down holding his face. Granada has 3 more subs with a window left. Guyana has none left. If you're on the pitch at 90 plus whatever, you're on for penalties. See if Granada makes any extra subs before penalties or not. 85th minute, Cairo Mitchell gets the yellow card. They have a chance. 85th minute, 5 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Cairo Mitchell, the goal scorer, gets the yellow card. Fall and holiday baking is superior when it comes to desserts and sweets. I agree with that. Still 0-0 between Portland and San Jose. 90-plus minutes. They're heading to 7. Your money's on Guyana. Okay. I wouldn't bet on games like these. That's a foul. Free kick for Grenada. Theodore gets fouled. Glasgow scored in the first half. Cairo Mitchell scored in the second half. Frank is coming on. This is Granada's last window. They've used 3 subs and in 3 windows. Apple crumble caramel truffle is on the bucket list. That sounds pretty good. That sounds awesome. Jamal Charles is off for Romar Frank. That's Granada's final sub. So neither team uses 5, but they use all their windows. '86th minute. '86th minute. Yeah, caramel sauce is pretty easy. 87th minute. 3 minutes plus stoppage time. Exactly. '88th minute. 87:30, but 88th minute. Here comes Granada. They have a chance here. Could they keep the possession? That's out for a throw. With 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. '88th minute. Giannis on a yellow for most of this game due to that handball to take the throw in. Good play headed away by Guyana. Cross in, save. Who won Suriname versus Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico on penalties won. This preliminary round is all the island, right? All the islands. I think there is a South. They're all islands, yes. There are no Central American teams. Let's see. Let's make sure. Curacao Island, considered Caribbean. Cross in, cleared. Shot over the bar. St. Kitts and Nevis Island, French Guiana Island, Saint Martin Island, Martinique Island, St. Lucia Island, Suriname Island, Puerto Rico Island, Trinidad and Tobago Island, Guadeloupe Island, Guyana Island, Grenada Island. So they're all islands, yes. They're all islands. All island nations, not Central American nations. They're island nations. So all Caribbean nations in the ideals of CONCACAF. 90th minute. Seconds to go. Shot over the bar by Guyana with 20 seconds before stoppage time. Glasgow puts it over. He had the opener. That sounds pretty good, too. I agree with that. 0-0 between San Jose and Portland. Not a bad result. Could have been better. Apple pie. 3 minutes of stoppage time. I'm surprised. For me, I give apple pie it depends. If it's like that Dutch apple pie with like the graham cracker on top instead of like the covering, I really like that. Or on top of the covering, I really like that more. I think that's an A. Normal apple pie is like a B minus, B plus. Depends on who makes it, but the best could maybe be A minus. Yep, that is another upset. Another Caribbean nation beating a Dutch Antilles on penalties after taking them to the limit. I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't. 46-minute. Or sweet potato pie for that matter. I don't like either. 1 minute of 3 elapsed in stoppage time. That'll be a free kick for Guyana. 2 minutes to go. So about, 50 is when penalties start. So normal apple pie is above mid for me. Dutch apple pie crumbles S tier, so we agree. Okay. Wilson is coming on for Guyana. Dion Moore for Daniel Wilson with 1.5 minutes to go. I would say Charles Cook is the better keeper in this match. I'm not a fan of pumpkin-flavored things. The only thing I use pumpkins for is carving them for Halloween. That's it. I don't like I could try shepherd's pie, but, pumpkin pie, I'm not a fan of pumpkin-flavored things. So, shot blocked away. That is a goal kick with 1 minute to go. So, there's your answer. Fries and baked apples by themselves are superior. Agreed. Like baked apples, caramel, drizzle, yeah. 30 seconds. Looks to me, unless there's a wonder strike, we're going to penalties again. That's a hard question to answer with how much time we have left and considering we're going to penalties. So, let's see. Here's a chance. Charles Cook to cross. Shot over the bar. That is a corner. Best thing I've eaten in life so far. Things that are more, there's some good. I would say that filet mignon from Eddie Merlot's was what it was called. Yeah, Eddie Merlot's in Columbus. That was great. That filet, yep. And we're going to penalties. 1-1 to end the match at full time. We're going to penalties. We're going to penalties. We're going to penalties once again. Guyana versus Grenada. But sit tight. We'll be back. Quick break. Sometimes they do that. Another shootout here. We're back with another Shootout. Guyana versus Grenada. They're getting ready to go. Another shootout to decide who's the final team to go to the second round of Gold Cup Prelims. The winner goes to face Guadeloupe. The winner of this shootout goes to face Guadeloupe and to be the last of the 19 teams still alive for CONCACAF Gold Cup contention this year. Guyana versus Grenada penalty shootout. We're ready to go. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Let's see where this goes. Guyana 1-1. Guyana versus Grenada has been 1-1 throughout 90 minutes. Guyana scored in the first half. Grenada scored in the second. A tap in by Cairo Mitchell. Got to the ball first over the center back and tapped it in. We have a penalty shootout here. If you had 2 shootouts on your CONCACAF After Dark, during CONCACAF After Dark on your bingo card, well, you're one lucky bastard. Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that either, to be honest. So, the first shooter will be Elliot Bonds for Guyana. Elliot Bonds versus Reese Charles Cook will be the start. Well, yeah, you're even more lucky there, but I don't know if that's on bingo cards either. Elliot Bonds versus Reese Charles Cook to start the shootout. Guyana goes first. Can they open the scoring, or will they be behind the 8 ball to start? Elliot Bonds. Elliot Bonds versus Charles Cook. Takes the shot. Goal! Gets it just over Charles Cook. Charles Cook goes the wrong way as well. Puts it basically down the middle through the legs. And that is 1-0 Guyana. Boom. This would be a slight upset. The next penalty taker will be Regan Charles Cook. Regan Charles Cook will go for Granada. Will he tie it up? Yes, he does. Goal. (1-1). Regan Charles Cook makes it 1-1, goes down the middle as well, and gets it in there as soon as the keeper, Lyle, goes right. Omar Glasgow, the goal scorer, to go here. Omar Glasgow to take the second penalty. It's 1-1. Will he make it 2? And he does! Goes under the hands of Charles Cook. 2-1 Guyana. And we're still live. 2-1 Guyana. Glasgow scored the goal. He scored his penalty. Next, penalty shooter, Miles Hippolyte for Granada. Would have taken the penalty had it stayed for them. But he gets to finally take a penalty. It's 2-1. If he scores, it's tied. If he misses, Granada might just be behind the 8 ball. Miles Hippolyte to take the shot. Runs up, takes the shot. Goal! Just over the hand of Lyle. And it's 2-2. Why not kick a PK down the middle every time? Because sometimes they'll figure it out. They'll finally figure it out. And here we go. Mackenzie Lau Here's the shot. Goal. Duke McKenna scores. Stephen Duke McKenna scores his penalty 3-2. Three to two. And now we have Cairo Mitchell, the goal scorer, who tied it up. He made sure Granada got to a shootout. Can he keep them in line? 3-2. Cairo Mitchell to take this shot. And it goes in off the hands of Lyle. It is 3-3. Puerto Rico won the penalty shootout 4-3 on penalties, yes. Off the hands and in. That's got to hurt. 3-3. Guyana to come up to take the lead once again. Kelsey Benjamin to take this penalty for Guyana. If it's a score, means this game very likely could go to sudden death. Takes the shot, goal! Puts it past Charles Cook. It's 4-3. If Granada are to score, it's very likely that the fifth round of penalties could lead to could end to a sudden death penalty shootout. Jacob Berkeley Agapong for the next penalty for Granada. Jacob Berkeley Agapong saved. It's saved by Lyle. He misses. It's 4-3. It's 4-3. Agapong misses. What a save. Lyle redeems himself. Gets one hand to it and keeps it out. The hand of life. And if Guyana scores, this is over. If Guyana scores, this is over. If Daniel Wilson scores, this is over. If there is a save, Granada could stay alive. Daniel Wilson for the win. Yes! And Guyana win 4-3 on penalties. Guyana goes on to face Guadeloupe on Tuesday to join Group D. Guyana could play Canada or Guadeloupe for that matter. Both the goal scorers do their part in the shootout. But Agapong, one of the best players on Granada, sells the game. And Wilson puts it away. 4-3 on penalties, 1-1 on the night. Guyana is moving through. Guyana is still in Gold Cup contention. There's a 19th team left. The 13 teams already qualified. 6 plus 13 is 19. They're the 19th team still alive. Grenada is eliminated. 3 of the biggest islands left in this tournament have been eliminated in upsets on penalty shootouts. How wild. Another game gone. The 6 nations left in the prelims going into Tuesday are fighting for the last spot in Group A is St. Kitts and Nevis and French Guiana. For the spot in Group C, Martinique and Puerto Rico. And for the spot in Group D, we have Guadeloupe and Guyana. That's the way it stands. Congrats to Guyana. Commiserations to Granada. I will be up with a RSR within the hour. That'll be up within the hour. I'll be reviewing this match. I'll see you then. I'm not done yet. I'll see you then. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed, send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in playlist, share us with friends and family, all that great stuff. Also, I'll see you within the hour and technically on Sunday for the review of Guyana versus Grenada and the final game of the first round of the Gold Cup Prelims. We have our 6 teams that'll be turned into 3 on Tuesday. 19 teams left are left in Gold Cup contention. Should be interesting to see what the 16 teams end up being. With that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.